Hello my duckies, welcome back to the Boston Nation of Bassy Love or you hate. How's it going everybody? It's been a long time, but you know, it's what we're doing. As I said before, school is a thing, that's why I can't upload wood videos as fast as I want to, but it's whatever. I'm doing what I have to do. And I'm also making sure you guys are good, giving you the best content that I can provide. And as you see in the title, I finally come here with what I said before. Cyber Dragon OTK. Yes, with the new beautiful fusion Cyber Dragon that just came out, Chimera Mega Fleet Dragon. Oh, when I tell you this card is freaking busted, it's busted. That's why I decided to go with the OTK version. I'm not really a fan of the slow setup, even though it's pretty cute, but yeah, that's not the way I duel. I like to kill my opponent and ask questions later. But anywho, let's get in with the deck profile. Starting off, I run triple Cyber End Dragon. The reason I go with that one because once you go black, you never go back. Let me stop. But apologies for the glare, you know, new camera, blah, blah, blah. Oh my god, stop touching me. Freaking cat. But yeah, we all know what Cyber Dragon does. What's a deck without Cyber Dragon? You need the Cyber Dragon in this deck. It's his freaking name, the title. And if you control a monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. It's a 2001, and look at it. It's so smexy and it's black. And next, triple Galaxy Soldier. We all know what he does. Discard a light monster in your hand, special summon him. And discard a special summon, add another Galaxy Soldier to your hand. It also helps us go into our Infinity, turn 1. Trust me, it's really good. You either get this route and a Cyber Dragon, you have an Infinity, turn 1. Perfect. Next, the must-have Cyber Dragon Core. This is very, very important. Also running at 3, no more nor less. When it's on the field, it's also considered a Cyber Dragon. Mostly for the other non-Cyber Dragons, they can do that, except Proto Dragon. But when they're in the field in the graveyard, they're considered Cyber Dragon. Also, you can also use its effect when it's in the graveyard. If I control no monsters, I can banish this to special summon a Cyber Dragon from my deck to the field. Once per turn, but I can only control no monsters. It's whatever, right? But, yeah. So, that's it for him. And he's also good for, another combo, which I'll show you in a second afterwards. I've done with the monsters. Now we have the gold gadgets. The silver gadgets. Where's red, green, and blue? No one cares about them. They suck. They're dojis. I can't disrespect them. They're another must-have in the deck, because you're on a machine deck. Why the hell not? And what they basically do, whenever there's a normal special summon, you can special summon a level 4 machine monster in your hand. Or with the other effect, if it's destroyed and sent to graveyard, you can special summon one gadget from your deck. The opposite of the color. So if this one's destroyed, bring out the gold. The gold's destroyed, bring out the silver. Gold and silver. Silver and gold. And he's also good to go into one Pacific Rank 4 that I run. I'm pretty sure everyone that runs this deck knows what it is. Oh my god, cat, get away from me! It's touching me! Seriously, get off. I also run double Cyber Dragon Dry. Now, this card is quite interesting. I mostly use it for the Rank 4 with the gadgets. I try not to use this other effect because when it's normal summon, all monsters on your field become Cyber Dragon. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, all Cyber Dragons you currently control become level 5. It's okay. You can't special summon other monsters the turn you activate this effect. So it's like, why the fuck would I run this? But it's good for its banish effect because when it's banished, I can target one Cyber Dragon I currently control. It can't be destroyed by battle or by card effect for the turn. So it's a benefit. So when I go into like Overlord Fusion or Future Fusion or shit like that, that banishes him, I could use the effect to target it, and he's pretty much a god for that turn. And we also run the Kaiju setup. The Machine Kaiju, and of course, the Gamma Seals. I know it's a super and that's a not, but you know, what you gonna do? Get off my ass, you don't know my life. And for the non, the god card himself, Maxi, and one special tech, Electromagnetic Turtle. This card saves my ass more than I can count. Like, it helps me in the graveyard. It could go into a rank 4. It protects me when I really need it. Like, there's been times when I had to set up board, but I just left my opponent just enough to live. And that card happened in my graveyard and it saved my ass. Trust me, it's a blessing to have that card. Now let's enter the spells. I do not run any traps because OTK deck traps literally slow down OTK decks. For all my professionals out there, they know what I'm talking about. For now, for the fusions, one Future Fusion. Why the hell not? It combos off with Overload Fusion because you can send the materials from your deck to the graveyard. Then this effect goes off. Then you can just overload afterwards. Power Bond, the best fusion in the world, but you take that damage. That's why this card is port for the OTK. Woo. Next, being that it is OTK deck, I need a lot of board wipe. So we have not one, not two, but three. He's limited to one. It hurts my heart. We all know what Interrupted Kaiju Summoner does. But yeah, it has the OTK. I want my opponent to have nothing when I use the effect, unless I don't have them, so I'll just go into the Chimera tech. Now we also run Cyber Repair Plant. Another must-have in a deck. I prefer 2. 3 is kind of cloggy. So what it does, if I control one Cyber Dragon in my graveyard, I can use one of these effects. Or, if I control 3 Cyber Dragons in my graveyard, I can use both the effects. Yay! The first effect, guys, I can add one Light Machine monster from my deck to my hand. Yay! And the other effect, I can target one Machine monster in my graveyard while that target is into my deck. So pretty much I can target it and then just put it into my deck. So it's like, what's the word I'm looking for? Damn. You guys know what I'm talking about. Like, it brings back one of the cards, but I rarely try to do it. I just want to add stuff to my hand. Sorry. Also, it's ultra rare because of the new set. Now, the Twin Twisters, because you want to get rid of that back row, so you don't have to deal with any of your opponent's trickeries. Little tricks to the trade, you know what I'm saying? And a super, love me. One Instant Fusion, because you already know there's one card in here, and all the duelists would know what that is. One Upstart Goblin, why the hell not? Foolish Burial, because we can send the core to the graveyard, activate the effect if we need a Cyber Dragon right then and there. Soul Charge, duh, makes freaking sense. Why the hell not to run that? Like, this is OTK deck, you want to obliterate your opponent. The most broken card in the world, Limit Removal. Doubles all machine monsters on the field, attack. Then they're all destroyed. Unless they're unaffected by card effects, then oh my god. But you know, it wouldn't work anyway, so you know, whatever. Now, I run the double Scapegoat for link summoning purposes. You'll see why in a second when I go into the extra deck, which will be in a couple minutes. And the main card, Machine Duplication. I am so sorry, guys. I have no idea where my other Machine Duplication is. They would have been super as well. But you know, we can't always have life. This is the only proxy card I've probably ever done on this channel. It hurts my heart, but I had to do the deck profile. So what I was saying with the combo is with Machine Duplication. So say if you have a Cyber Dragon core, you normal summon it. Its effect activates, which I forgot to mention before. When it's normal summon, you can add one Cyber Dragon spell trap card from your deck to your hand. Not only that, it's also considered a Cyber Dragon. So what you would do to have a full field, Machine Duplication, bring out 2 Cyber Dragons. Bam! Perfect! Yes, it's that good. If y'all didn't know that, some people didn't know that, so should have seen the reactions online. It was freaking hilarious. Now we'll go into the Dreadly extra deck. We'll start with the links. Of course, if we're on Scapegoat, we have to run Mrs. Radiant. I'm probably going to bump her up to 2, I don't know. I'm still debating. 1 Deco Tucker. 1 Gaia Saber, because also he doesn't need effect monster. He just needs 3 regular monsters. Doesn't matter. I can use any 3, so And my personal favorite, of course, Bomber Dragon. People are like, what the fuck? Yeah, what the fuck indeed. But, as I said before, we all know what apologies, we all know what Bomber Dragon does. He's terrifying. He's a beast. He does what he does. Unfortunately, he has backfires, but this deck is OTK. It's trying to kill your opponent right then and there. That's why I run him. You never know what your opponent's going to do, especially with this meta. It's fucking disgusting. Now we're into the Exceeds. Double Cyber Dragon Affinity. We all know what that does. Cyber Dragon Nova. We all know what that does. And the last, Bujin. We all know what he does. If you do not know, you shouldn't be playing Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm playing. He needs 2 level 4 light monsters. Light monsters. People be fucking that up everywhere where I be doing that. It's light, not just anyone. Anywho, 2 light monsters. You can use the effective ditch. All you need is 1 card in your hand. Send it to the graveyard, draw 2 cards. That's simple. And he has a big booty. It's a 23 defense, so you always want to put him in defense. Now we go to our interfusion target. Panzer Dragon. We all know what he does. He's also good for to get him to infinity real quick. And his other effect is, if you need to pop something, you can just go Insta-Fusion, end your turn, and then Panzer's effect will be sent to, when he's sent to the graveyard by destruction, you can pop any card in the field. So, it benefits. Now we're heading to the Dreadly Fusions. Of course, double Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon. This sexy creature. All you need is +2 Cyber Dragons. When this card is fusion summoned, depending on how many fusion materials were used to make him, you can pop that mini spell and trap card to your opponent's side of the field. Yeah, he's a field popper, but I rarely ever go into him unless my opponent run heavy back row like Dracos and etc. His other effect I try not to go into. I try not to use because I would just use him to pop back row and then go into another fusion. Once per turn, you can send up to 2 light monsters from your deck to your graveyard. And if you do, for each monster sent to the graveyard, this card gains an additional attack during his battle phase. So you attack, you use the effect, send up to 2 so it can attack 3 times. It's okay, but this is not the main card I usually go in for OTK. This one I definitely do. Chimera Fortress. This is my baby. Oh, this is my baby. You go into Overlord Fusion with this guy? Man. So pretty much all you really need is 1 Cyber Dragon and 1 or more machine monsters. Depending on how many machine monsters you use to make this creature, that's how many times his attack points go by 1,000. His attack boosts up by 1,000 depending on how many machine monsters you use to make him. One time I got him up to 5,000. Let me tell you, it was pretty terrifying what happened. And he's an OG and he's the solid jump version. What's not to like? Now for the main guy everyone's waiting for, Chimera Tech Mega Fleet Dragon. When I tell you this card is too good, it's literally too good. To make this card, you need 1 Cyber Dragon. Simple enough. Now his other thing is, you must use extra deck monsters. Like, excuse me? Yeah. So, being that monsters are on the extra deck monster zone, because of link summoning, the extra deck monster zones, you can take your opponent's extra deck monster if they're in the zone. Yeah, you heard me correctly. And that's not all that happens. He also gains 12,000 attack points. 1,200 attack... Sorry, I kept saying 1,000. 1,200 attack points for each material used for him. So, in lower terms, 1 Cyber Dragon, whatever was on your side, and whatever was on your opponent's side. That's 3,600 attack points. Also, a new thing I've really recently checked up on. If you have a Link monster over here, and his arrows are pointing wherever the hell it is, that's considered an extra deck monster zone. So World Chalice and other decks like that, come on, I bring it on. I want you to, because I will be taking every single one of those cards that I pointed out to the extra deck monster zone, and I'll have a giant beat stick on your field. What are you gonna do about it? Absolutely nothing. Don't hate me, guys. I know he's freaking adorable too. Look at him. He's not adorable. He's terrifying, but you guys get the idea. And that's pretty much the whole deck profile. I promised you guys I was gonna do it, and I did. I did my best because people like stealing ideas. I'm not gonna say any names, pointing at elbows, but it's whatever. I'm no hateful person. Maybe a little bit, but not too crazy. But anywho, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button down below. Also, if you're not a part of the Bastard Nation, hit that subscribe button if you know you're Bastard in your own way. Don't forget to hit the notification sign because I'll be throwing them bangers all the time. You gotta hit us up. Catch you later, mate.